Thank you for having me today. Let me tell you, if you ever think that nobody cares about you, all you gotta do is not pay a couple bills, and then calls just keep rolling in. Everybody wants to talk to you. That being said, all joking aside, we all go to college with the hope that you'll get a good career started, it'll enrich your life, and you'll never have to worry about your money worries again. But for some people, that doesn't happen. I'm here to talk to you today about the job market and like what happens, like what you can do to be able to find a job better after school. I'll explain a way for you to get your career out to a good start and be able to have good luck finding jobs. On Indeed, a good job search site, there's 486 threads of college graduates who graduated and still can't find a job, talking about what they can do to, what other people have found that works and such like that. That's a lot of people that graduated college, put a lot of money into their school, and they have nothing to show for it. So the bills start coming due, then those people start calling, and they have no way out. So you don't want that to happen to you, so I'm going to help you explain to you today what you can do to set yourself apart. I'm going to give you some experience from what experts say about things that they say you can do to try and set yourself apart, because you want to set yourself apart to be able to succeed in the career that you've learned about that you paid so much money for. When you get out of school, you can't fear finding a job. It shouldn't be something you have to be afraid of. It should be something that is easy. When you get out of school, your dream is that you just start applying and people start calling. But sometimes it doesn't happen. A lot of times, students that graduate school, they can't find a job. A couple things happen. Some students having to move back home. And then again, those bills start coming due, and you have to look at your parents so you can try and pay that stuff. Other kids, they go back to school. They try and look a lot in the job market, like with the degree they have, and they figure, I can't find a job here, so I'm going to go back to school and learn more. Well, then what's going to happen is later on the road, having that other degree isn't going to be any better. My mom never went to college, and when she got out, she's in the job market, she got passed up a lot by people that had a degree when she doesn't. Well, now that's going to start happening to people with bachelors, because the kids that can't find a job when they get out of school with their bachelors are going back to get a master's. So it's a snowball effect. Eventually, what's going to be enough? What happens when you can't find a job? Like I said, you're going back to school, moving home, and then you can't pay your loans. So you're starting to default on those loans. It's, again, a snowball effect. I worked at Walmart. There's a guy that I worked with, Jason. He worked in the electronics department. He graduated, we had a party for him, it was so great. Then he ended up working there for another 6 months because he couldn't find a job in his field. So he's working a minimum wage job with these loans coming up. So it's just another example of times that you can't find a job in your field, so you still work the other job. It's not uncommon in the market today. And like I say, a lot of people go back to school. I have a friend that I worked with, his name's Andrew. He got a degree in business, and he kept working his regular job, and he couldn't find a job in a degree in business, so he went back to school. He went to technical school, and he ended up working on monster trucks. Now he travels the nation doing monster trucks. It's cool, but it's not the degree it's not the job he originally went to school for. So the whole not finding a job thing, for him it could have turned out better, but you don't want that to happen to you. When you get out of college, you spend all this time planning, all this time learning, and you become an expert in this field, you want to be able to get a job in that field. The Washington Post posted an article from actual business owners about the issues they have when trying to hire college graduates. One of the things they said is that the college grads come to them with no skills. They've just gone to school, learned how it should be in books, and they have never had a job. They go to school the whole time. So they come out and they don't have any interpersonal skills. They don't have any skills like in the actual industry that they've been in. So they have all the ideas on how it's supposed to work on the books and in a perfect world, but they don't actually have any interpersonal skills or any on-the-job skills. They'd be starting from scratch. So yes, the degree says you have the know-how, but that's on the books. They'd rather have somebody that has been in it, done it before. Monster, you look on there's articles and such about the recession and how during the recession you had so many people, like they were high up in a company, that got fired from there, had to lose their job, downsize or whatever, and then they end up coming to the entry level of that same industry. So you have a job market that's flooded with all these people with over the amount of experience they need, trying to get the job that you also want as a college graduate, because you're in the entry level. So you have this job market that's flooded with these over-experienced people, and you're trying to get a job with a base. You have to have something to be able to set yourself apart, to make yourself stand out. Career Builder had a survey that they did, and they have that 51% of college graduates work a job currently that's unrelated to their degree, being exactly what I was talking about with Jason at Walmart, where they graduate in this field, but they can't find a job in it, so they're working their normal, part-time job they had before. It's unrelated to the degree they just spent all this time and money learning about because they just can't find a job in that field, so they're just working wherever they can. Again, you got to make yourself stand out in the job market today. There's plenty of people in there, and going back to school isn't the option. And you don't need to fear having finding a job. It's something that you could be easy for you, and you could be good at. Like I said before, employers don't want somebody who just knows on the books how it's supposed to be. They learn in the school exactly how it's supposed to work. They want somebody who knows how it works. They want somebody that they know will step in, and they won't have to show step by step from the beginning what to do. They're not an artist. They don't have to start from a blank slate. So the way to do that is networking. Networking with people in your fields so that you can, talk to people who have actually done it. You can talk to people in this job, this job. When you get people in the field to understand you and to recognize you, referrals are the best way to be able to get a job. So for networking, you get referrals, and you can, use those people to help you get into the field. You got to have a plan. You can't just plan to get out, apply, get the job, get the money. You have to have a plan of how to get the job. Networking is a good way to do that. The Vault, and it's an online source about job hunting. They say the employer is 3 to 4 times more likely to hire someone that is a referral or a intern that they had on staff already. They hire the intern on. Again, one more way to get networking is to work within the company already. You're already in the industry, you're already trying to learn what's going on, and then you don't have that book smarts only, because you have the street. You have the actual, in the industry, in the job, in that company, how it works. So they know all they have to do is sign the paperwork, and you're already ready to do the job. So networking, internship, definitely, and according to the Vault, employers all say that that's the best way to do it. The Muse is another business company that has an article out about the 35 ways to get most noticed, and they asked Raj Agarwal, who's a CEO for the local company Localytics. He said the #1 thing he likes to see when he's hiring new applicants is referrals. So that's the first thing he looks for. The thing he likes to see the most is a referral from somebody. What do you do when you go to buy something? The first thing you do is try and find somebody that's had it before, or somebody that has any experience in it before you make the purchase. You don't want to make the purchase blind. They don't want to hire you blind. Your degree says the same thing everybody else says. You want to have somebody else tell them, yes, this guy knows what he's doing, you should hire him. We all should be so fortunate. You find that with networking. Another way you can use that college degree is to make your current job work for you. Myself, I work at Honda. When I knew I was graduating a certain time, I talked to my boss. I said, look, I've been here a long time. I know the experience. I've done this, this, this. When I get my degree in X amount of time, I'd like to keep working for you, but I need another position. He and I talked about it, and we kind of came up with a plan of what I could do to keep working there. Because I don't want to worry about the job market. I have 5 years experience in their business, and I like the company, and I think I can do this, this, this for them. So he agrees, and he's going to work with me when I graduate, which is the best form of networking you can get. You have to use the resources you have available. There's many things you have to help you find a job, get a job, and retain a job. You have to use what's available to you. Right now in school, the benefit of the college we have is you have a lot of people that were in the field now, in the field before, that are here teaching you how it's supposed to work, how the field actually happens. I know you've had it happen a couple times where a teacher sees something in the book and they say, oh, you don't need to know that, you know, this is how it actually happens, that's how it should happen. Well, that's because they've actually been in the field. So you need to use that, use their knowledge, use their experience, have them help you get out in the workforce. Again, the workforce today is saturated with workers of now. The college graduates that are trying to get a job, that's saturated with those. Use the workers from today and yesterday to help you stand out from the other kids that are in the workforce now. So you want to make your current job work for you. You want to use networking. You want to use referrals. You want to make yourself stand out so that you don't have to be in the pool with everybody else and have that same by-the-book experience list that everybody else has. So networking is the way to get a job better. Networking, you want to have internships if you can. You want to make sure that you communicate with your bosses to make sure that everything that you know you can do, they know you can do, and that you can continue to work for them. And they like it if you're going to continue to work for them too, especially people that have an internship. So a lot of companies actually have something you have to sign that when you're done with the internship, you have to work there a certain amount of time. They spent this time training you, they spent this time molding you, and the company, the employee they want to have, they want to make sure you're going to stay there. So the same thing could be at your job. My job doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the business degree I went for.